Hey, this is Andrew Lim inviting you to go out on a limb. I'm here in a mildly cloudy but beautiful day here in Stockholm, about to eat my way through the city. Smorgasbord, I had it yesterday and it was amazing. That's actually in a separate episode. But other than that, there's actually a lot of food to explore here in Stockholm. Bleak Roe is one of them, which is from northern Sweden. It's this roe or eggs of a salmon that actually you can't really find outside of Sweden because it doesn't travel that well. It's orange in color, it has a mild flavor, and it's really kind of like a hint of fish oil and salt. It's really good. So can't wait to actually try Bleak Roe, as well as other Swedish dishes like the shrimp open face sandwich is amazing here. I think the seafood in general is amazing here because of its proximity to the Baltic Sea. So come eat through Stockholm with me. We're gonna explore a few places. Yeah, can't wait to actually try the delicacies here in Sweden. Folks, before we start, kindly hit the subscribe button and the notify button for new content that I upload weekly. Thank you. So this was a popular restaurant here in the old town of Stockholm. The crowd here is a mix of locals and tourists, and this is actually a good place to come if you are new or first time in Stockholm and you want to try Swedish food, because the menu actually has a lot of the classic Swedish dishes, including a reindeer fillet. For those of you who really want to try some game meat, you're actually at the right spot, as well as other vegetable and seafood dishes as well. And for me, I was not too hungry, so I opted for 2 appetizers: the open face shrimp sandwich, as well as my favorite Bleak Roe, which they serve here. And it's just I just couldn't wait to actually get started on the Bleak Roe, because it's really something else. And like I said, it's not easy to get it outside of Sweden, so of course I had to take the opportunity to eat as much Bleak Roe as possible. But first I had to tackle the open face shrimp sandwich or shrimp salad that I had. The shrimps are really fresh from the Baltic Sea. It's really simple and straightforward on 2 pieces of toast, and I was debating if I should use my fork and knife to eat, or just pick it up and put it in my mouth. And I actually went with the latter, which apparently I think my mom would disapprove, but hey, you know what, this is actually the best way to eat an open face sandwich. The Bleak Roe, like any other roe or caviar, is best served with sour cream, chopped onions, and here we actually have some cheese pie as well to go along with it. You can just have the Bleak Roe without the pie, although the crust of the pie just add another layer to it. But if you just eat the Bleak Roe itself, it's really tasty as well. I think the taste of the Bleak Roe, the taste itself is not as strong as any of the sturgeon caviar. The egg itself is smaller, and when you eat it, I think it has really a hint of the fish oil with salt. It's really tasty. Another popular seafood joint here in Stockholm is called Stockholm, hopefully I pronounced that correctly, located in a classic bistro setting. And it's really popular, especially on the weekends. It's packed with people, having a drink before dinner, or even sitting in this bright blue dining room with a seafood theme. Menu itself is kind of like a kid's placemat at a restaurant, if you ask me. And the menu offers really classic seafood focused dishes. Price point is actually pretty high, I may add. And they also actually have a good cocktail and wine menu. The living room itself, like I said, it's like dining on a cruise ship, I think, with the color. But the food itself is actually not disappointing at all. And of course, I went with my Bleak Roe as well, because I was only in Stockholm for a few days, had to kind of get that in as much as I could. And it comes with a toasted brioche, and it's perfect. Can never go wrong with the Bleak Roe. It's a very simple composition of sour cream and chopped onions, on a piece of toast, and it's just delicious, really good. For the entree, I went with this popular cod dish. I've never seen it prepared this way before. It's really interesting. It's poached cod, shrimp, as well as poached egg topped with horseradish and hollandaise sauce on the side. That's actually prepared with brown butter. It's really tasty, and of course, that's the potatoes as well. It's really tasty, and the cod is really fresh. And of course, not every meal will require you to sell your house or your car in Stockholm. I actually had a casual meal here at Wayne's Coffee. Literally, it's just a sausage roll, and because it was close to closing time, the owner threw in some salads for $8. Yeah, so you can actually eat affordably in Stockholm as well. But overall, I really enjoyed my seafood dishes here in Stockholm.